Oh, okay.
Are you doing impressions or am I doing it?
You're doing impressions. I went to go get stuff together and I was like, man, I should probably save these for people that order it, like, and not just use it because, I'm all willy-nilly. The only stuff that I have that I could really use is like this fast set stuff. And you literally have like 15 seconds to mix the stuff and put it in your face. It's not good. So we are live now. Hello, hello. Let me go to my channel and see if I can see the chat. Dun, 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 dun. Yep, there we go. Let me mute that. Holy cow.
I won't be able to see the chat.
That's okay. I will. Let's see. Megan, Charlotte, Barbie, Pamela, Nicole, Tim, Beth, Sandra, Philly, Jacqueline, Harris, Charla, Paris. Hello, everybody. How are you? I'm so happy to be back. And I've got Kayla here with me, looking fabulous as ever.
Oh shoot! I forgot to go on my channel and mention it. I've been stuck in that damn show.
What show is it that you guys have been watching?
Haunted. Honey, what? The Haunted Hill House.
Ooh, I've not even heard of that, man. I have no idea.
Scary stuff scares me, but it's like I heard on the radio that people were like throwing up and passing out, so I was like, I have to.
Oh man, now I gotta watch it too. That's amazing. Johnny says that it's just him and SpaghettiOs.
Him and SpaghettiOs.
Uh-huh. Sandra says hi. Kim says hi. Johnny can't type.
Okay.
Hi, Anne. Hi, Joe. How are you guys? Yay. 24 people right now. I'm so excited. So Kayla is going to put on a show for us tonight as a special, like, oh, we're back kind of thing. I know she's used to doing lives on her channel like all the time because she doesn't post videos anymore. She just does lives. So I know this is like no big deal and whatever.
Yeah, it was not.
Charlotte had missed you the last couple of weeks. Thank you so much. Oh, love you too. And together, a dream come true. Oh, bless you. Johnny, commando them mofos. Lol. See if you guys can tell, like, I'm speaking with a little bit of a peach impediment. That's what I have, a peach impediment. Speech impediment, sort of. I don't have my lowers in right now. Like, see, I got my bionic walrus things going on for you. I actually cut along the inside of my lip right here where it does that number. So I decided to give my mouth a break because the implants hold that lower in place so well that my tissues have to stretch and heal and rip and heal and get used to it. So it's going to be some growing pains while those change. And I'm not really happy with these uppers. Look how tall they are. Like,
I mean,
that's all they are.
They're pretty, but I think I like the JOs.
Yeah, me too. This is like,
they don't look bad, but I just think the craftsmanship's better on the JOs. I agree with you 100.
Frankenstein bolts. Kim, you're not kidding. Yay, Lori finally caught us live. Hi, Megan. How are you? Hi, Dorothy. Hello, Suzanne. How are you? I hope y'all are having a good evening. All right, Kayla, what you got for us tonight?
I have to like lean way down because
I feel like we're hiding from somebody.
I feel like I'm doing something naughty that I shouldn't be doing.
You totally look like you're sneaking. Like I'm expecting you to pull a cookie out of somewhere right now. Like
I know.
Like you're hiding your cookies from your kids.
I can't find anything to prop my phone up on.
We still have people coming in. Samantha Markham, Kathy Cross, hello. Debbie, I am getting used to snapping my implants in and out. It's a little, not gonna lie, man, it's a little weird and they're a little hard to do at first because they're brand new. I guess it's like how door hinges are like really tight when you first install them, but then after some time they get looser and easier to open and close the door. Kind of the same with this hardware here. I am getting used to it, although taking them out is still a little weird because one side will unsnap first and then the other side's stuck, and it's like like that, and it's like pushing real hard on the gums on the one side, and it's just, girl, I'm a mess. Oh, Pamela Woods is here. Hello.
Hello.
Lori wants to see the bottom implants. Okay. Hi. Here we go. Let me see if I can get a little closer than that.
Nice.
That's about as good as it's going to get, I think. I'm such a doofus. Melanie says that would freak her out.
I'm jealous.
Girl, don't be. I almost didn't get them done because I figured that this would be like a portal for infection down into the bone. But after having them installed, and I feel like a bot of some kind, but after having them installed, I can see that the fit around there is really, really tight for right now. So it's something that I'm not really going to concern myself with for too awful long. Everyone wants to know if they hold well. Do they rock at all? They rock just an eeny bitty bit, but overall they hold really, really well. Lori said, thank you. You are welcome. I take my hat off, but my headset would go flying. And plus, nobody's trying to look at this hair right now, I promise you.
You're a little blurry. You're like really blurry for me.
Am I? What if I stop moving? Is this better?
Yeah, you're not blurry when you quit moving.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Everybody,
It's probably my internet.
it could be my internet. Everybody in my house is putting like a big load on my internet right now. So it very well could be mine. Melanie Wolford, hello. Donna, can you eat steak? Yes, I can. And I do. And it's delicious. Tammy Tess, hello. I hope you're having a good day too. Megan says she just came from school. How about you? I hope your ring comes back this week too, Megan. I bet it's going to be better instead of them moving like crazy. Yeah, girl, that's what I'm looking forward to after the healing bit is done with. I'm glad I went back to, oh, okay, Dorothy and Charlotte are having like a little side conversation. Hoping to get Tiffany to a good snap-on doctor for the implant posts for her lower. Yeah, Pamela, I went to Affordable Dentures here in Tulsa, and Dr. Cannon was actually really good. All the time I've been watching you, I never knew you had implants. I need to bleach my hair blonde, I swear. Girl, I dye mine brown and pink and blue. I call it artificial intelligence. Because it grows in blonde. But no, I just got the implants installed last week. So I had the implants in, and I just got the posts put in last week.
And apparently, I'm the only one who will actually get my costs.
Kayla, what are you hiding for? I see a pink bowl in front of you. What's going on?
Process improvement stuff.
It's to mix the alginate.
So
She's going to do her JOs Impressions for us tonight, y'all.
I'm gonna start running.
You trust them to do just the posts. Pamela, yes, I do. I trust Dr. Cannon to do any kind of dental work that needs done. He's a really good dentist.
Too terribly unhappy.
Does dyeing your hair really help? I wish.
The people on my channel are going to be pissed because I forgot to tell them I was doing this.
Oh, no. Oh, man. Whoops. Well, we got 36 watching here, so maybe some of your guys are here too. I see a lot of your guys in the chat for that matter. How many implants are there? Is there more than 2, and how much were they? All I have are 2, and they were $1,000 a piece. Samantha says she can't wait to see your JOs, Kayla. She knows they'll be beautiful.
Oh, I know. I'm so excited. I'm very excited. Now, let me try something real quick before I make an ass of myself. Oh, shit. Okay, it's almost doable, but that, like, these are the larger trays. I'm a little worried. Well,
Look at you all doing it with your denture in. Don't worry, I did the same thing on my lower. Like, I felt like such a turd.
I laughed and just drooled all in it. I might be able to get a good impression with them. They're pretty big. But there's different size trays, and I've already used the size for my mouth. These are extra, but I wanted to use them to show you all.
Yeah, Kayla, while you're on the subject, could you explain like why that lower isn't the one that you went with and why that upper that you have there isn't the one that you went with?
Yeah. I didn't pick this one because when I put it in, this palate part is way at the front of my gums. It's just too big altogether. It doesn't, like, you know, when you go to put your denture in, you kind of find that home spot, I guess what people call it. You know, like where to put it immediately. You can't do that with a tray that's too big. There's nowhere comfortable for it to go. And so that's why this was not comfortable at all to put in my mouth, so I did not choose it. This is size medium, and I chose the small because it fit perfectly, and it was like it was meant to go in that spot, and that's why I chose that size. And also the bottom, hits the back of my mouth before I can rest it, so I knew that it was going to be too big for me. I kind of had to like pull my lip over this to get it to go all the way in my mouth, so I knew that it was going to be too big. Like I said, with the top, it just kind of fit. It just kind of went with the flow, I guess you could say. It just set down in there perfectly, so I chose the small.
Yeah, you don't want the impression tray to scrub the sides of your gums because you want to get a good impression all the way around the ridge. So
right.
Very
thick.
Yep, very smart on your part. That's awesome. Joe Bug asked if that's a small that you have there, the tray, or what size tray are you using right now?
These are size medium. I used the small.
Yeah, Joanne, she did her impressions earlier so that she could make sure that she had it right before we went live in different trays, like a practice run. This is the second set of trays that she had because you get 2 sets of trays with your impression kit, usually.
I had a medium and a small, and I chose the small. I have a shallow palate also, so this was like very uncomfortable. It hurts to put it in my mouth where I have such a shallow palate, so I knew that wasn't going to work for me.
Oh, Miss Vicky just came in, Kayla.
Who?
Miss Vicky.
Oh, hi.
Suzanne wants to know, she says, Donna, I saw you use ProSoft Reliner. Have you tried Denture Fit? If so, which do you like best? I've used Denture Fit, but it's so expensive. That's funny that you say that because I actually have ProSoft right here that I didn't use. Like I used one because I used it in my lower, in my JOs. Comparing the two, I will say that the application of Denture Fit is a little more precise than the application of ProSoft, but the ProSoft material is a little squishier and a little more comfortable after it sets than the Denture Fit is. And also, this doesn't smell or taste like a nail salon. I mean, Denture Fit doesn't either, but I was really surprised that this didn't because it's the pink stuff. So that's my take on that. Plus, this is a not nearly as expensive. I want to say it's like half the price or less than half the price. It's more than the Walmart Reline kit, but the quality on this is so much better than the Walmart Reline kit. It's ridiculous. So yeah, that's my take on that. What you got there, Kayla?
Okay, so this will also come with your kit. This is an instruction card. It will tell you each of the steps. When you get your kit, you will get 2 bags of alginate, 1 for the upper, 1 for the lower, and you'll also get a bag of stone. Don't use the stone. for your impressions. You're going to use the alginate. I'm going to do the upper first. I put the alginate in the bowl. I'm just going to guess. It tells you on the card how much to put in it.
Yeah, the water amount that's on the card for the most recent kits, because I had somebody tell me that they didn't get enough alginate in one of the packets. So the water on the cards is way low. Like you're going to need more than what it says there.
I think I used like 8 or 9 on mine earlier.
Sandra, to answer your question real quick, you can buy ProSoft on Amazon, and I think Walmart.com sells it as well.
I think it says on here you have a minute to. I'm just like going at it because I know the texture I need it to be. Don't use a fork. Use like a spoon or something, or a flat spatula, so you don't get a bunch of air in it. Just making sure I have all the chunks and stuff out of it. Oh, we got a visitor. She can't help herself, can she?
Oh my goodness. Hi, Kitty.
All right, so that's about right? This is what.
Yeah, man, that's
kind of
perfect.
That's the kind of texture you want there. So
You're such a pro at this.
I'm gonna goop it in here. And just like spread it evenly across. Make sure, like, kind of push it down when I do it so there's not any big air holes in it, like my last one. And pray I don't gag, y'all. I'm gonna guess I might because it's a lot bigger.
Sure damage.
Woo, girl, that looks uncomfortable.
It is.
Okay, I've got my timer on for 2 minutes and 30 seconds for you, so I'll let you know when that goes. Holy cow, look at all the extra material.
It's kind of trade to it, that's all.
$42 viewers right now. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and joining us. We got Kayla here doing her impressions for her JOs dentures. And so she's doing impressions with the alginate material rather than with that dental putty that some other makers use. So she's got about 1 minute and 40 seconds left on the timer here. Johnny said, gotta get things hyped in here. Ha. There's the Becca. Becca, you say hi to the internet. There she is. All right, Kayla, about 1 minute and 15.
All good.
Look at your face. I love you.
Love you too.
Hi, honey.
Kayla, say hi, honey.
Hi, Kayla.
I'm rolling.
Wasted.
How are you doing?
I was gonna say
I'm rolling.
hi, sweetheart.
She's drooling. That's too funny. About 45 seconds left, Kayla. Johnny wants to know if ProSoft has a bad aftertaste. The answer from me on that is no. I didn't experience that. Okay, Kayla, you can go ahead and take it out now.
Sorry. Okay. Now, I meant to say something before I did though. When you put your material in the tray, this is what it looks like where there's no product right there because where the tray is too big, it's set way up front. The trays that fit your mouth will go in easy. It didn't gag me. It was just comfortable. You just do the weight, but as you can see, it picked up on my ridges on the roof of my mouth. And even over here where I had that open sinus, it even picked that where my gum is like indented right there. So that's what it looks like. I even had suction.
Kayla, I see that you've got an air bubble in there just to the one side of where the palette scrubbed on you. What is it that happens if we get an air bubble in this particular impression? Like once it goes to Jamie, because you're going to pour stone in it, and he's going to take the stone out of the impression.
Oh, won't it, like when he goes to do whatever, won't it like go?
Yeah, he'll take the sandpaper to it. Oh no, that's in the stone. If you get the air in the stone.
Oh yeah, he'll take sandpaper to it and make sure it goes smooth.
Yep, you are 100% correct. Sandra said, "Poor Kayla."
No, it's really not bad. When I did the ones with the trays that fit my mouth, I want to say that when you put the alginate in it and you go to put it in your mouth, I practiced with the trays before I put the alginate in it because I wanted to know where to be comfortable with putting it straight in and going where it's supposed to, not too far back or too far forward. So I practiced that first, then I put the alginate in it. And when I put it in my mouth, and when you push up, you don't want to go full force at it. You want to like put pressure up, but just kind of let it go up on its own is what I did. And I got really good impressions with it.
Awesome. Nikki Latimer said, "The sacrifices you guys make for us. Thank you, Kayla."
Oh, you're welcome, honey. And the stone also, whenever you mix the stone, you want it to be kind of like thick cake batter, like really thick cake batter. But at the same time, when I take my bowl and I slam it down just like you would a cake, you're going to see air bubbles come up, and you're going to keep doing that until there's no more air bubbles. You're going to keep slamming it on the table until all those air bubbles come to the top, because tell them.
Because whenever the denture gets processed, it goes into like a heated bath because it's a heat cure process for the acrylic. So what happens is those air bubbles expand in the stone and they make the stone kind of explode around where the air bubble was. So if you have one near the denture, that's bad. If the air bubble like into your denture, that's no good. Joe wants to know, do you mark the midline then after you do the impression? The simple answer for that is no. The midline marking and that kind of stuff doesn't come in until the next step. Like after Kayla sends in her impressions, then she'll get back a set of wax bite blocks that are custom made to fit her mouth. And so on the bite blocks is where you would put them in and mark your midline. And that's where Jamie gets the midline reference from for you.
Which
So,
we'll be
like,
showing all that kind of stuff too.
oh yeah, definitely. When she gets to that step, absolutely. Yeah, great question. Do you do the 4 placement marks? No, no, because Jamie will give you back a custom bite block, and there's a lot of information he gets from this.
Yeah,
All right,
what I
Kayla.
showed you guys. Is
Oh, go
all
ahead.
for
I'm
the
sorry.
impression. I was just saying what I showed them is literally all you do for the impressions. Good.
I'm sitting here having a conversation with myself again. I cannot get out of the habit of that. I swear to God. Were you going to do the lower 2 or just the upper then?
Do you all want me to do the lower?
What do you think, guys? Let's see it in the chat. 46 people get to vote. You want to see Kayla do the lower, or should we move on to the stone next?
No way, I just got gold.
Gonna wait for some answers to start rolling in here. I think that was absolutely cool how you just like did that all pro and everything, Kayla. I am really impressed right now.
Thank you, darling. Now, I had some alginate left over, so just
Oh, show that
fill
again.
up-
That's really cool.
Fill up your tray to where it's your upper all the way flat, you know, across, and then you won't have as much piling back and gagging you. It's like rubber, essentially.
That's another thing too. Somebody just asked, so Missy wants to know, how long does this process take? This process actually, hello, can I get some focus here? My camera, there we go. This process actually takes about, I want to say 5 to 10 minutes. Kayla, does that sound about right?
Yeah, about 5 minutes.
The
5,
thing
6
that
minutes.
takes the longest about it for me is actually getting the stuff mixed up and put in the tray.
Pretty much. And how long did you tell me for? Did you tell them how long you tell me for?
Yeah, 2 minutes and 30 seconds once you get it into your face. Generally, though, if you have some left over in the bowl, you can totally poke at it with a spoon or poke at it with a finger. And if it's already set up in the bowl, then it's already set up in your mouth and you're good to go ahead and take it out. I want to say that I got 3 votes for stone and the rest of the votes for lowers. So it looks like the lowers win this time around.
Okay.
Okay. You're such a good sport, Kayla. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome, honey. All right, hold on. Let me put you down. Oh, I almost hung up on everybody.
Oh my God.
Tragedy. Bear with me. I'm using bowls and cups and, you know, the phone necessities. We're trying to do a live.
So pro right now. I love it.
Oh, motion sickness. Sorry, y'all. Warning.
Oh, we're back into sneaky stealth mode. I really feel like you're gonna like sneak a cookie or some candy or something right now. I just can't even with this angle.
Don't do what I do. Don't just pour it in there. Do it a teaspoon at a time.
Oh, hey, Sandra. I am happy that you made it. Better late than never, girl. Hey, Wanda. Hey, girl. Hey. How you doing?
Hey, everybody. When I mix it, I try to smash it against the side of the bowl as I do it, so I know I'm getting the like chunks.
Debbie said Kayla's getting perfect impressions on trays that don't even fit her mouth. I know, doesn't it? Isn't that just so disgusting right now? Like, how does she do that? Oh, hey, Dorothy. I am glad that you made it. Better late than never. Better late than never. Oh, from the time you receive the kit to when you receive your dentures. That depends on each case. It's if everything goes perfectly and you're real good about sending things back in a timely manner, you're looking at 4 to 5 weeks. If you don't need more than one wax try-in or more than one, well, basically more than one wax try-in, or you don't need more than one set of impressions or whatever. But it can go longer depending on how it goes for you. All right, Kayla, I'm going to give this back to you because I know you're getting close to having to scoop it into the thing.
No, you're good. You're good. Go ahead and finish telling them. I have to run and grab my charger. We're gonna have an emergency.
Oh, Lord have mercy. How'd Kayla get so good at this? I know, right? She did it once earlier. And that's just it. She's done it the one time. I've probably done impressions of the inside of my mouth like 8 times, and I still can't get it perfect on the first try with a tray that doesn't fit. Like, it just, she's so good at it. It freaking makes me sick.
I'm back. Okay.
Welcome back. What is that in front of the camera?
Oh, the bowl. Or no, wait. A napkin.
There we go.
I had all my fun face stuff on it last time. All right. I had to. You want to put it in?
Kill some shit.
In there.
Joanne just said your hubby can't call you a big mouth.
All right. So here's what I. Try to push down on it. Get the air bubble out. I made that mistake last time. There we are. That's what it looks like. There we go. Make room.
Oh, shit. Let me get my timer ready. Oh, my God.
It's kind of wet. Hold on.
Okay, yeah. So we good whenever you're ready, girl.
All right.
That looks super uncomfortable. I know I said that for the last one. This one's not as uncomfortable as the last one.
Mm-mm.
Doug Hillis, I see you there. Hello. Mimi or Carol, excuse me. Welcome. How are you guys? 2 minutes left on the timer, Kayla. I'm watching it for you. I got this. Carol says this is awesome. It's like, right? Like, we don't get live demonstrations of stuff too often. We should really do this more often with these live demos, Kayla. What do you think?
Mm-hmm.
Joanne said we all need cheerleading outfits for Kayla. Heck yeah. Go. Oh my God, my phone is blowing up. I don't know why. Let me turn that off. Okay, 1:20 left. How long do you keep it in? 2 minutes and 30 seconds, Carol. Pamela said some of us could be friends and supporting each other for 50 plus years. We'll be going to convention soon. I would love that, like a big meetup of everybody in the community. That would be amazing. And all like denture friendly food. We could have contests who can eat the most difficult food. Oh, Joanne wants me to pick the pom-pom colors for everybody's cheerleading outfits. I have to go with gold, man. Almost have to. Probably has something to do with how you send them back to like express or priority. Yeah, man, that's got a little something to do with it too. Most of the time we mail things priority, and that takes 1 to 3 business days, depending on how far it's got to go. 10 seconds, Kayla. Silver and gold. Pamela, I agree. Maybe after all our dentures, we can move on to Botox injections. All right, girl, that's the timer. You can go ahead and take that out. You good?
Did you guys hear that suction break?
That's so odd for a lower to get that suction break like that. That's so crazy.
Yeah, I totally. My last one, I couldn't get it out almost. I had to like put my finger up under it and break the suction. Yeah, it was crazy. Okay, so I put my tongue back. Make sure you put your tongue back. I tried not to swallow for like the first minute because it will move the whole tray, whether your tongue's back or not. This is what they look like. You can see on the right, on that side over here, there's no spots because I've had teeth pulled back there for years. That's why the gum line is a little bit thinner than this side. So that's what they look like.
Can totally see the little indents from where you had your extractions. That is too cool.
So, yep. That's the lower, guys.
They're talking about denture cruises in the chat right now, and Joanne said the only cruise she can afford to go on is up the creek without a paddle.
Y'all got me snorting on camera.
Jocelyn says that stuff has the worst taste. She'd rather lick an envelope. Kayla, I know some of the alginate tastes absolutely disgusting. How is this stuff?
It's not. I don't even notice it, honestly. It doesn't bother me.
I found this alginate to be a little bit minty. I will say that when I went to the dentist to get my impressions done at Affordable Dentures, they used this purple stuff that tasted like the way that Bondo smells, like body filler. And I was tasting it in my mouth for hours after my appointment. It was the singular most disgusting thing I've ever had inside my face, bar nothing. Like, yeah. I don't care how many different voms I've ever done in my life. Like, I would rather puke for 5 hours than to taste that again.
Yeah, you know, I think that's what causes a lot of people to gag at the dentist. When you have something that tastes that bad in your mouth, your body wants to gag to get it out. You know what I'm saying? I think that's why a lot of people gag at the dentist, is the taste of that stuff like sets off a reflex or something. Because I gagged at the dentist, but this really doesn't taste bad. That's my lower.
Oh.
And if you're just hopping on, this is my upper. Which, like I said, you can see like the ridges and stuff in there. It turned out really good. Except for the tray's too big. That's why that's showing.
Kayla, Miss Vicky said she can't even cruise on down to Sesame Street right now. I can't with you ladies. Y'all bad influence right now. I love it so much. I love you guys. You guys are amazing.
Now, I do not have a bag of stone. I don't have any more stone.
That's okay. And you already sent off your impressions from earlier, right?
Girl, I wrap that shit in paper towels, put it in bubble wrap, put it in a bubble wrap envelope inside of a bubble wrap envelope, and jetted my ass to the post office.
Girl, I know that's right. Hey, give me just a second. I've got a set hanging around here that have the stone poured in them. I'll go grab them real quick.
Okay. Yeah, you guys, it's so easy. Just when you put the tray in, you push up. Don't like squish it all the way up. Put pressure and just let it go on its own until you feel the trays like hit the very top of your gum line, and it just goes slight pressure up on its own. That's how I got really good impressions.
Whew, I'm back. Okay, so this is an upper that has the stone in it already. And it's all, like, if you look, it's pulled away from the tray because it's all dried up. This is why we put the stone in it in the first place, to stabilize your impressions so that it doesn't dry up and make it weird for like throw the shape of the denture off. Like, if you look, this is totally separated from the stone and everything here, but the stone that you pour into it, Jamie's going to make it into a model of your mouth, into, like, let me see if I can get one of these out of here. Oh, yeah, man. Okay, so there's the impression. And then if I get some of this impression material out of here, like, I'm not going to send this to Jamie. I get to do a lot of product testing around here. There is the model of the inside of my mouth. That's my lower ridge. And then that's where I had my tongue. But what he'll do is he pours more stuff on top of this, and he gets rid of, like, this stuff. Like, if it went up over the sides of your impression tray, he gets rid of that stuff. And that's where he gets the model of the inside of your mouth. Like, if I take this one out of the upper. Do you have the video of when you couldn't get your dentures out? Hi, Josh. Thank you for the reminder on that one. When I got them stuck with you, Dr. Berlin's Adhesive dent. Oh, my goodness. I'm trying to get this out of here. Like, I'm not afraid to break it, but I'd rather not pick these little pieces right now. I got enough shit all over my desk. Here we go. There's the impression. That's the reverse of the impression of my upper. So he's going to pull this stone out of here and immediately have a mold of your mouth. So that's what happens to your impressions after you send them off.
Neat. Do you want to tell them, like, about how you can purchase things individually?
Oh, yeah, you can totally get an extra impression kit if you feel like you might need one. Like, for me, the first time I did impressions, I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna mess this up, because I mess up everything at least once when I try something new. Like, that's just a given. Like, that's just me. That's the way I roll. So you can order an extra impression kit. I want to say that the additional ones, because I know when you just order an impression kit and you don't order anything else, it's $50. I want to say that the additional impression kit is $30, I think. But you can totally buy 2 of those. You can buy ahead of time, like, multiple wax try-ins, if you think that it's going to be a process where you're going to want to be picky and you want the option of changing teeth out and that kind of thing. Because if you decide that, you know, you don't like the teeth themselves or the shade you picked, you know, something like that, like something that's on you for why a wax try-in needs to be done, then an additional wax try-in is an additional cost. But if it's something like Jamie missed your midline, or Jamie didn't line up the uppers with the lowers properly, or something like that, then he fixes all of those kind of things and makes any edits that you want to it. If he doesn't have to change the teeth out, that's all included, and he'll send that back and forth as many times as need be. Hershey nuggets work good for loosening up adhesive. Right on. I needed another excuse to eat chocolate.
Chocolate. Good.
Nikki Latimer wants to know, speaking of adhesive dent, does anyone have to use it with powder too? I used to have to on my immediate dentures, but I don't have to anymore.
I'm hoping that my impressions I sent off today weren't. I'm hoping they're good enough.
Well, I saw the ones that you did earlier, and they're just as good as these ones that you just did with these shitty, ill-fitting trays. So I think you're in good shape.
Cool.
Speaking of products, Kayla, I know that you've had to use a few products on your journey with your upper. What are some of your favorite products to use as far as cleaners and adhesives go?
Well, my favorite adhesive has to be the pollen powder ever. And I currently am using the Polydent. Wait, did I say? I said Polydent, and I meant Polygrip. Polygrip powder, and then the Polydent tablets is what I've been using to clean them. And I soak them for like 20 to 30 minutes. I've been wearing them at night. I know I shouldn't, but I kind of freak out when I don't have any teeth in my face.
You have some alginate here and like here.
It's all good. You're such a good friend.
I'm that friend that'll point out quietly if you have toilet paper stuck to your shoe. That's just me. My favorite, my favorite adhesive really depends on the situation. Like with my immediate dentures, at first I was just using Fixodent powder, and that was fine because I needed a little bit of security because I'm a new denture wearer. And I'm like, oh my God, they're going to fall out of my face, even though they weren't. But as time went on with my immediate dentures, I had to use powder with the cream and double up on adhesive and use ungodly amounts. So I was looking for things to work. So for that situation where the dentures were just so wonky, like you basically have to super glue them into your face, I really, really, really loved Secure Adhesive. And then after that, I found Dr. Berlin's Adhesident, which gave me the same hold as the Secure did without the burn. Because Secure would burn for like the first minute that I had it in my mouth, but after a minute or two, the burn would go away. For cleaning, I use Stain Away every single night. I soak my dentures for 15 seconds. No, I don't. A lot longer than that, 15 minutes, and I take them out because I am out of Clean-It liquid crystals right now. Otherwise, that's what I would be using. And then I just store them in water overnight.
I use the liquid crystals too when I'm in a hurry. I just want to soak them for a good 5 minutes and know that they're clean. I'll use that. But I've been using the Polydent because I don't want to waste the last bottle of crystals that I have. Like, I don't want to use it all up. I have to agree with the Secure. I like that a lot better than I do the Polygrip.
Oh, Douglas Ball is here, Kayla. He said hello.
Hello.
What's up, Douglas? NT says, ladies, you're awesome. Donna, on your horseshoe that you done, was that on the perms from your local dentist office? No. I horseshoed my temporary denture that I ordered from JOs Denture Lab. I have a tori right up in the center of the inside of my face, and I just kind of cut along the outside edge of that and took that bit out of my palate to relieve some pressure that was there, and never lost suction or anything. And I had Affordable Dentures do the same thing with this. They cut around that indent of that tori, and I've got a little bit of adhesive on them right now, so I don't want to pull them out, but I don't have a problem with it at all. Pamela said Adhesident is great for the dry mouth too. Yes. Can you use an ultrasonic cleaner with soft relines like ProSoft? Kayla, have you had any experience with that?
The only soft liner that I've ever had was like, what are you making that face for?
Your cat is totally photobombing you. Someone, Pamela pointed it out in the chat.
The cat? She has to be relevant. She's mad because she can't lay on me right now. The only soft liner that I ever had was in my immediate, and because I haven't put anything in my perm yet. It's getting really loose, but I'm over it. So, but it was the denture fit, and I did use that in the liquid crystals and the sonic cleaner, but I never used primer with mine because I couldn't get it off. I have comfy lights, and I could not get it off if I used the primer because I tested it around the perimeter. Had to dig it off with like a knife. So, but and it's still in there. Like, I could show you, it's still in there. Let me go get it. If you have, do not use primer. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
it can void your warranty. It will void your warranty. And I didn't use primer because I wanted to be able to peel that denture fit out before I went back to my dentist. So he wouldn't know I was using a different liner from somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? And So therefore, I always peel my liner out, but I soaked it with my denture, so both sides of it would get clean.
Yeah, as far as the ultrasonic cleaner with ProSoft or Denture Fit or the relining kit from Walmart, as long as you're not soaking it in a chemical in that ultrasonic bath overnight, then you're in good shape. I've never had a problem using the ultrasonic cleaner with a reline, and I've used several different reline products. Yeah, let's see what you got there, Kayla. What's going on?
There's white bits and pieces. I have algae all over me. Sorry. There's pieces all over this denture. It's been on there for almost a year. There's a piece right there. I had to dig it off with a knife, and I still couldn't get all of it. There's some on the palette.
Oh, that's nuts.
Cat's crashing and shit. But yeah, it's crazy. One thing I always forget to clean. I always forget to soak my immediates where they're out of sight, out of mind. I had to set them up on the counter, and I still forget, so they don't grow mold.
Yeah, man, I have to make sure to at least change the water on my JOs. I gave my immediates back and got some credit back on my account because they were so terrible. But now my JOs temps are on the sideline waiting for me to do something horrible to these. That was like my biggest thing is I was freaking out because I only had one set of dentures after I gave those immediates back. And I'm like, oh my God, if something happens to these teeth, I am going to be gummy in front of people. Like, I don't care on the lower, like I could give a damn, but that upper, I can't be like, oh, hey there, son. Whenever I go out in public, because for me, like my lip disappears and every other thing else, like you can totally tell when I have no teeth in my face. I sound like my grandma, dude. Jocelyn says she's turning her immediates into Halloween vampire fangs. That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Andrea Rivera says she thinks the cat wants to drink of water. That cat
has algae in it. She wants to lay on me. That's if I sit down, she is on my chest. She's like a little baby. She wants to lay on my chest.
She's so spoiled.
She's checking out the. She was checking out my impressions.
Joanne wants to know, did they shave your upper back? I know you were gagging. Yeah, I'll go ahead and take it out and show you guys what they did to it. If I can, because I've got poly grip on it, the powder, and so like, because I just wanted some security, and now I feel like I'm gonna have to like yank out half of my face to get them out.
I have a question.
Okay.
I'll ask you when I can take you serious.
Joanne, yeah, they shaved them back and they horseshoed it for me because I had a horrible gagging issue with them. I'm trying to take it out and show you what they did.
So, are you going to get upper implant?
No, I am not. There was never a reason to get upper implants according to what my dentist and one other person that I asked for a second opinion had to say about it. Your upper denture is held in with suction, and there should never be a reason to get implants to hold in a denture unless you're going the all-on-4 route or you have a situation where you need a horseshoe denture, but you don't have good suction because the anatomy in your mouth or something like that. That should be the only cases, so I'm told, where you should need upper implants. But at this time, I've got a nice strong ridge on my upper, and I'm not planning on getting implants up there. Do the horses work without adhesive? Yes, they do. And I should have done that today. Ow. Ow. Oh, this sucks.
If you have a good ridge line, then the horseshoe might work for you if you have, enough ridge or whatever. The dentist says everybody will have to use adhesive, but that's not true. Some people, like Donna, don't have to use adhesive.
Holy hell, that hurt. These things have really good suction in the first place, and I was a damn idiot for putting adhesive on them in the first place. I'm just like, in case I decide to eat something yummy. Yeah, here's what they did. Originally the palette came out to like here and went straight across like that, but they shaved some back for me and cut out around that tori.
Right.
See, it's not like a real exaggerated horseshoe. Like I still have a lot. Right there's my suction spot, and still goes up around my gum ridge like this. Like it's like a little cup that holds it, and that's where I get my suction from. See what I mean? You can totally tell when I don't have my dentures in because I talk like my grandma. Let me put this back in before I keep making an ass of myself.
You're so funny. Give the people what they want, honey.
Girl, you know I have to. Do your bottoms rock because you only have two, I'm assuming, implants? For me, mine will move just the teeniest little bit, but it doesn't cause rubbing or discomfort or anything like that. And I'm certainly not still playing with them with my tongue and pulling them up and turning them around and putting them back down like that. That habit's gone. I got to find something else to do.
I bet it helps with eating, eh?
Absolutely. The biggest difference that I notice with the implants, and you'll notice this when you get your lower denture, Kayla, is when you eat, you train your muscles to kind of do this number here, and you put your tongue like where the teeth meet the acrylic on the denture, and it keeps it in place. You eat like this. All right. Of course, not without the top of your face sticking out like that. But so the biggest thing that I noticed with the implants is I don't have to do that. So it makes a lot more motion in this area on my lip and the lower part of my face. And so I've actually rubbed a raw spot here from all the extra motion from not using muscles to control the denture. Like, let me show you, because there's like a mark. Oh, like right there. You can see where it's white right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where it cut. That's where it cut in.
That's because you're actually able to get that grinding motion now that you do with your natural teeth.
Yep, that's exactly right.
Because I know when you get dentures, I know with my top, to keep it from rocking, I have to put food on both sides and do it at, give even pressure, and it won't rock.
Mm-hmm. And that's exactly how it goes with your lower denture too. You'll end up the way that you keep it from rocking and trying to turn over while you eat is by chewing on both sides at once. Joe says she's got Joanne says that we make her want to buy eyeshadow, and then she says she's got the hooded eye. Girl, so do I. Look at this.
Yep.
Totally got hooded eye going on. But I put the crease color above my actual crease so that from a distance you can't really see that hooded eye. It looks like the crease is right where it belongs, but it's above the actual crease of my eye. I'm not a pro or anything. I learned that watching a video. By God.
That's how I do mine.
Oh, hey, Linda, how are you? Linda Graves is here. It's so nice you could join us, lady.
Hi, honey.
Kayla, you're more... It's Sandra that is a good fit. I mean, it's like I shouldn't have put adhesive in it. I'm just like, what was hurting was yanking it off of the back where, like I showed you, it's like a little cup. It like grabs the back of my gum ridge. Kayla, you are more equipped to answer this question. Missy wants to know, what's the best lipstick to wear that won't look like I've been eating crayons all day?
Yeah.
Do you like liquid lipsticks or do you like regular lips? Okay. There's the best lipstick formulas that I've ever tried are Tarte lipsticks, regular bullet lipsticks. They will stay on forever. Some of them even come with a gloss. I suggest getting a lip liner. Get a couple different ones that match the color lipsticks that you like. You can even wear a lip liner on its own. It will last for hours. Or you can line the whole lips, fill it in, put a bullet lipstick over it. It will last forever. Wet n Wild has, they're a lot drier of a formula. And the LA lipsticks, if you're looking for a budget, LA lipsticks from the dollar store, they're like $1.50, and they're fabulous. And they have really good colors. Tarte's more higher end. They're about $20 for a lip gloss and a lipstick. But it's really good. Lip liner.
Okay, which Tarte lipstick was it? Like I'm trying to type it in the thingy, and I forgot.
Just type it in what thingy. I don't know what it's
In the
called.
chat.
Mine
Oh, okay. Well, I know you can get Tarte at Ulta, so that's a good place to start.
You can also go to, they have a website. It's just, I'll just go to Tarte.com or something like that. You can get on their mailing list. You can get them for like 20% off. I'll put some stuff from them, since they're more high end. I'll put a bunch of shit in my cart from them and then leave it for 2 or 3 days, and they'll send me a coupon for 20% off.
I love that. The old I'm not really buying your crap trick to get the discount. I love that. Jocelyn said, who needs Central? I got Chomper Chat. Love you guys. Thanks, Jocelyn.
What's creepy is when they send you an email that says, "We seen you looking." I'm like, "You see me looking?"
Oh my God. Creeper makeup companies. Don't do that. Stop.
They do. They're like, "We seen you looking."
I don't want to get an email from someone I've never met that's like, "I see you." Ugh, no. Creeper, go away. Get in the van. Drive off. Kim says the Kat Von D is what she's trying lately.
Yes, I got one in my BoxyCharm and it's so good. That's what I was wearing in the live I did the other day. So good.
Charlotte's got to go. Thank you so much for stopping by, Charlotte. It has been amazing having you here. Kayla, we are at 9:02. Think this is a good stopping point?
Sure.
Cool. Well, thank you so much for coming on and showing us how to do impressions, Kayla. I sure do appreciate it, and I know everybody else does too.
You're welcome. Anytime.
Bless your baby heart. Thank you, everybody. Oh, don't leave without ordering. Creeps me out. Okay, I got to get some rest. Yes, people are starting to tap out. Like, oh my God, it's so late. I so agree. I got to get this stuff off my face too. Thank you all for coming. I am really just pleased beyond belief and surprised really at the turnout we've had. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for coming on with me. I hope that you will join me again for Chomper Chat in the future.
I will join you anytime.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to do the other steps live.
Right? Oh, you're going to do them live? That's so cool.
We can do them on your channel if you want.
That is awesome. Yeah, I've had a lot of fun with this. Everybody in the chat, thank you all so much. I love you guys. Tune in again next week. We're going to do these at 8 p.m. because that's 9 p.m. Kayla's time, and her boys are in bed, and we don't have, half of the Bryson show and then half of Kayla's show. Always Bryson, always her little one. And in my house, it's my daughter going back and forth, and she didn't bring me the nugget because the nugget was asleep, but there's always at least 15 seconds of nugget face right here. So I'm sorry that I wasn't able to deliver that to you guys tonight. So yeah, good night, everybody, and thank you again, Kayla. I'm going to go ahead and hang up.
All right, bye, sweetie.
Okay,
thank you all.
Bye, guys. Join us again next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Na 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 na. I'm a moron. Don't mind me. Talk to you guys later. Thanks so much, everybody. Be good to each other. Keep smiling and keep being awesome. See you next time.